I find immense joy being an artist. I realized that the thing that I loved most about music wasn't the achievements or the success in the worldly view, but was just the music itself. The gift that I believe God has given me to create beautiful music and to give it to this world as a blessing, hopefully as a blessing, that was the most important thing to me. And I fell in love with Winston. I came here to go to School of the Arts, thinking that this was just going to be a stepping stone to something better. The community of musicians working together was so outstanding that I just fell in love with this place. My name is Michael Anderson. I am a local composer and pianist. The Pamela Howland Artist Grant has helped me create my album entitled Hollow. This album is a musical journey that goes through different hallways that are important to my life, and it's personifying me as a melody that is moving through these different spaces. I chose to work on this album because I've always been in love with spaces. We all have memories, but for me, the memories are always attached to the space. Hallways, if you know in your life, a lot of them are consistent. You walk through the same school hallway every day when you were in high school or middle school, or if you go to a church, you walk through the same fellowship hall, or if you work at an office, it's the same hall, and many things can happen in that hallway. And I really wanted to personify each hallway with a melody and harmony and just overall space. So I wanted to create an album that doesn't just work with melody and harmony, but also works with panning, which is just a way of saying you hear things in your left or right ear, as if you heard someone coming from the hallway in a distance to the left or to the right. It made me really excited to work on this because not only am I a pianist and composer, but I also am a producer with computer electronics. So I've been integrating a lot of electronic music and a lot of technology into this album to make it sound for the listener like they're hearing something come in and out of different hallways. Each hallway is going to have different spaces. It can go from a cathedral to just a small room, including a hallway that is about birth. I wanted to make a hallway about just the process of being born, entering this world for the first time. It's a piano-centered album with a lot of orchestral elements, and I would have never been able to hire the amount of orchestral instrumentalists that I needed to make this capture the idea I wanted for this album. My vision was to hire an instrument player for each instrument that I've chosen, and for them to play the part over and over again to create an orchestra, as if I was in Hollywood getting a full orchestra to play the soundtrack for a movie. So this is a modern way of doing it with just technology in your everyday home studio. I would let the violinist play the part 5 times and then mix it so it sounds like 5 different violin parts. I specifically wanted to hire local musicians because I care so much about the local community of artists. And Winston-Salem means a lot to me, and they have outstanding musicians and artists of all spectrums. I just wanted to make sure that the money goes back into Winston-Salem so that artists can continue to thrive.